Dave. How's it going, my friends? Good Monday to you. Yes, or whatever day you're listening to this video. God bless you. Really, thank you for taking time out of your day to join me for an augment build. Yes, this is what I like to specialize in on here on the Jaded Rabbit. I really do love the augment system. It's really fun. Okay, everything seems to be working. This is good. Start stream. Woo. Okay, so, hey there. My name is Dave. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. Really, thank you, honestly, truly, deeply, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me for an augment build here with Kotal Kahn that allows you to get easy wins using his Jinsei Essence augments. So I feel like whenever you complete the stage 6 towers, you get these Jinsei Essence augments, and they're basically easy win buttons. Easy win buttons for Kotal Kahn. Now, this is also satisfying part of the poll that I had on the community tab, asking you guys what augment builds would you like to see next. I was working on Cabal for a while, and I'm still working on him. I'm contemplating and testing, but for some of these other guys, like I've gotten like lots of builds in the can that I would like to just share, so I think I'm gonna forget about Cabal and move on to Kotal. Yes, I typically think that Kotal is not good enough at all. He is a bad retcon romance, yes. What's that song by Gaga? Yeah, Bad Romance. Row, 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 row. Ba ba la la la. Goo la. Yeah, that's that song. I got that. Bad Romance. Yes, yes. Bad Romance with Kotal and Jade. I don't agree. Some retcons I don't agree with. I like Sindel. But, yeah, Kotal. Okay, so we are going to be talking about this Jinsei Essence augment here. This is the thing that really allows Kotal to pop off. Now, it is a mythic ranked augment, so it's not elder ranked. If you are familiar with the rarity for Jinsei Essence augments, elder ranked are pretty hard to get. Low drop rates at level 4, very time consuming and tedious to obtain. But luckily, Cloud Break as well as Solar Flare, both of these are just not elder. So the elder ranked augments here are really pertaining to his totems, and Kotal does have available to him, I would say, like, I could make like a totem build, and I could also make like a zoning build. I see like 2 other potential builds very easily with Kotal from his augments, but this one is like more of like a I guess like an intermediate level build, because it's not hard to make at all. So I think that if you are a Kotal main, you should be able to replicate this augment build very easily. Now, with Cloud Break, it affects all of his, like, moves that have sunbeams in them, and the only sunbeam move that I particularly like is the Tana Tia Beam. So the Tana Tia Beam is different from the Directed Rays, different from the Tana Tia Burst, as well as the God Ray. So these other moves are all affected by Cloud Break. They will all see a greater radius. Now, what does that exactly mean? It just means it's going to be harder for the opponent to avoid whatever attack you're using as Kotal Kahn. Now, if you pair this with Solar Flare, he gets a nice 80% damage resistance while in a Sunbeam. Now, this is practically getting 2 level 4 defensive augments in one. So what that means is that while Kotal is standing in a beam, he's able to just have so much damage resistance. So basically, from those 2 Jinsei Essence augments, we are going to see a lot of effect. So just to demonstrate what this effect actually does, I'm going to put Kotal into the tower here so that we can just actually see what's happening. And I'm also going to take a look at the comments. Thank you so much, guys, for joining along. It means so much that you take time out of your busy day to watch these things and learn a little bit about Augments. I love the augment system, and I realize in Mortal Kombat, it is really a game about self-improvement, always trying to improve your knowledge, because knowledge is power. And sharing is caring, so I want to share the knowledge. Yes. Okay, so, although I don't share my #1 strategies, so sorry. So sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Roscoe, thank you so much for joining along. Love you, my friend. Lascisus, hey there. Raven, how's it going? Alex, how are you, my friend? How's it going, people? KK in a wheelchair. Yes, Unknown Games. This is what happens. Okay, I work in interior design, so I have to be careful. Oh wow. So like the only like interior designer I know is like Will and Grace. Like do you remember that show? I think it was on NBC. And what's her face was like an interior decorator designer. And she used to have Karen working for her. OMG, I loved Karen. Oh, oh wow, that brings me back to happy days. That was nice. That was back in a time when also things were more controversial, but I don't know. I don't know. Or less controversial. Okay, so these beams, as you see, they're just very large. And with them being so large, it's very hard for the opponent to avoid them. But the beams work for, as I said, a number of different moves. Now, the beams are also multi-effect. So the beams heal you, they give you damage resistance, and they're big. So it's not hard to stay connected with a sunbeam as Kotal Kahn. Now, that's just basically from those two Jinsei Essence augments, which is very powerful in itself. However, we are using a combination of generic augments to really make things pop. And I think we should maybe go back to the augments and talk about this, because I might have glossed over that. As well, we didn't talk about the third Jinsei slot for Kotal. Now, you really go with whatever you want for the third Jinsei slot on this. It's nice and easy. If you have like an empty slot, might as well use it. You get health. These augments I'm using here with Kotal are all rank augments. So that's it's actually pretty nice. Which to get all Elder ranked augments, which is very hard indeed. Okay, so now the other augments that we're using here is Natural 20. Natural 20 pairs very nicely with Tana Tia Beam because you don't need to use any meter in order to use your attack. Now, what Natural 20 is doing is that it's causing better damage over time. Now, I have tested this numerous times with and without Natural 20, not only with Kotal, but like for Scorpion, other damage over time effects, burning effects. If you don't have that over time, what that means is that for the seeing this chip damage of burned alive. So you got here burned alive as well as living flame. Now what this means with Natural 20 is that all of Kotal Kahn's fire attacks, but I'm only using the Tana Tia Beam, it's doing a 20 fire damage per second chip because of Natural 20. And that's on top of the regular damage that you're getting already from the beam. So you're getting double damage with the living flame and burned alive. And the only way you can guarantee it is with Natural 20. If you don't have Natural 20, expect longer times to kill. I would say if you don't have it, the option that you would want to run in place Natural 20 would be something like Special Delivery, because that pairs very nicely with the Tana Tia Beam. But Natural 20, it is harder to obtain, but like I've got, let me just show you. I've got a dozen of these things, and all of them are equipped, right? Whereas I've got 50 plus of some of these other Dragon Blood augments, and I don't use them. Running on empty, also, I use very much. Mucho. So yes, could really use more natural 20 and running on empty. Very essential augments in the game. But here, luckily, Kotal is only needing natural 20. Now, we are using some damage boosting augments as well. Raging is because it's a fire attack. At level 4, you're getting a 50% increase. And because of Solar Flare and the actual nature of the Tanatia Beam, you're getting healed back up to full health throughout the whole match. So maintaining Bill of Health status to activate this double damage buff at level 4, it's actually pretty easy. Easy. And we're using Armor Clad because Armor Clad is also a very powerful augment. It just allows you to get your moves off a little safer. If you are better looking for punishes and getting your moves off as Kotal, you could switch the Armor Clad for something more offensive like Special Delivery. But yeah, like this Kotal just tears apart co-op towers. Doesn't matter what kind of towers. Actually, against a zoning opponent, it might be a little harder to get the opponent in the corner. Because, like, yeah, I have tested it out with, like, Scarlet, and Scarlet just wants to throw blood balls all day and just be at full range. But you can lure the opponent into the corner by, letting them hit you. It may sound bad, but you can actually let the opponent hit you, or you could dash backward, and that should draw the opponent closer to the corner and get them in the beam. But let's check out the comments here. Thank you so much again, guys, for joining. You should watch the recent reboot of Will and Grace. It was actually very good and still funny. Karen was awesome as ever. Okay, very good to hear that, Roscoe. I didn't know that. I did not know that there was a reboot. I do really love Will and Grace, but yeah, I remember Karen had a talk show, and it was just, I don't know, it was different. Kotal Kahn literally do anything, yes. Hey Blair, hey Electrospace, hey Raven, love you my friends, thank you so much. I'm hyped to see your Rambo augment build when that day finally comes. Yes, so just a little preview, like I will be doing AI builds first for all of the characters, because yes, I want to grind their character towers to get the Jinsei augments, so it's just a natural step. I have to do the AI builds first, and then we'll do the augment builds. Okay, so here we've got Scorpion in front of us, and I guess we're gonna be fighting fire with fire. We've got Kotal here. Hopefully we don't die. Hopefully we remember how to block, because blocking is also part of this build. Like, you want to be near the beam and block appropriately. But yeah, hopefully it works. I tested this out just once, but you know, sometimes things just go pear-shaped. So Kotal, he's already in a sunbeam. I love it. And Scorpion's on fire already. That's what I want to do to him. So with the combination of these generic augments, I mean, we should just be able to do the beam and block. Okay. Hmm? Ah, he got me. Thank you for standing in the beam. Ah, I should have backed up there. Okay. I mean, like, you can make mistakes, it seems like. It seems very forgiving. All of this is very forgiving. He teleported. Oh no, fatal blow. No, this is gruesome. Oh no, I fudged. Oh gosh, oh well. Yes, I try to keep, these augment builds, clean, because that's what YouTube likes, jerks. But yeah, the fire should just kill him here. I mean, like, this is great damage over time, because Kotal's damage over time is one of the damages over time that actually kills the opponent. Some damages over time does not kill the opponent. So, Kotal is, I guess, a little superior in comparison to, I guess I would say, Kano in terms of damage over time. I'm trying to think of other damages over time. Jackie is another damage over time that does not do the final tick of damage. But Kotal's damage over time is just really nice, and really forgiving. So as you see there, like I'm not the best Kotal player. I am a Jade main, but I'm making it work. It works. It works fantastically. And I feel like if you are a Kotal main, or you're willing to put in the time and get to his stage 6 towers, this is a very easy way to, I guess, maybe even surprise your friends or yourself that this kind of stuff is just so easy. So easy. So let's go back to Kotal. I just want to do that again. I want to see if I can get myself a quicker time to kill. Because he did land that fatal blow. Darn him. Darn Scorpion. He got me. Okay. So yeah, backing up a little bit when you cast the beam is actually a good idea so that you can get the opponent to go into it, because when they stand in it, they get hurt from the beam itself as well as the chip damage. So, okay, so let's see if I can... Ah! Okay, so I uppercutted him. Oops. Did not mean that. So sorry, Scorpion. But yeah. These tag battles, I mean, they're supposed to be hard, right? Are they? Are they hard, though? I don't know. So, actually, the best place for for Kotal to be is actually in the corner. It's much easier to get the opponent in the sunbeam, and once again he goes for this fatal blow. Scorpion's just very mad at me because he does not like being set on fire, but as you see, it's just very easy. Very easy. And the good thing about this is that since all you're really doing is blocking, you can block in any situation, right? If you just know how to block, right? You know, my blocking isn't the best, but if you're better at blocking, this build is really good for even doing stage 6 character towers. So this is what I was using to get through stage 6 character towers for Kotal without using consumables. So getting through those stage 6 towers without consumables is actually very useful because all you have to do is make that hearts investment, and then you can get yourself nice elder ranked Jinsei Essence augments, which I was able to do. So yes, looking for these builds that are just, I would say that this is very powerful indeed, because it doesn't require much thought from the player. I mean, any build that doesn't require that much thought from the player is great. Because some of my builds, you have to look for punishes. Like, I'm thinking about Joker's Jack in the Box. Like, if you use Joker's deadly Jack in the Box build, you really have to look for those punishes in order for them to land, because it's a high attack and the opponent can duck it. Yeah, Kotal is just very easy to use because all you have to do is cast a beam and hope for the best. Hope for the best. So yeah, it's also very powerful too because it does not require so many augments to get Bill of Health working or to get natural 20 working. Normally, Bill of Health would require some sort of life recovery augment, and natural 20 usually requires running on empty for it to be like really good, really effective. But Kotal is able to make both of these augments work by themselves, which is, yeah, very powerful indeed. So I really like this Kotal build, and I hope you do too. I hope you do too. So let me check out the comments here. I hope you enjoy this, like, a Kotal build. It does take me time to, like, make these things, test them, because, you know, I came up with this build on my first instance with Kotal, but I was constantly swapping around things to see if maybe there was like a better combination, but I feel like this combination works really best for me, and I hope I identified like some other options that you could run in place of some other augments, and namely special delivery. Special delivery is really good with this build as well if you don't have armor clad or if you don't have natural 20. Okay, so Eric, Kotal, hi Raven, hi Electrospace, hi Eric, Magic. How are you? How well does it work with Kotal's amplified Sunbeam move? The one that follows your opponent. Well, since this is running natural 20, you don't have meter. You don't have meter. So if you want to use the amplified God Ray, you would have to use emergency measures as well. And at that point, you might not want to use natural 20. Just take off natural 20 and just put on special delivery, and then you can use the amplified special move. You should have respected my authority. Ooh, yes, I hear you. I hear you. Oi. The wizard. I'm good, thank you. How about you? Great build as usual. Thank you, Roscoe. I'm alright. Dave, have you already made a collector build, or are you working on it? I've actually made a collector build, and this is going to be one of the builds that I show next. Yeah, I've already made a little clippy highlight of the collector build, so if you want to see it, go check out the video. MK11 Collectors Vials of Sorrow. Yes. And let's see, did I miss anything else? Okay, Electrospace. Okay, I see you put the comment there. Thank you for repeating the comment. I'm so sorry I missed it the first time. I think katana damage over time is able to kill, but I'm not too sure. Maybe. Huh. I'm hyped to see. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, if you're here at this part of the video, like, really, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. It means so much. I hope that you leave, like, a comment, a subscribe, especially if you would like to see more Kotal builds, because I have, 2 more that I'm working on. One surrounding the totems and one surrounding his discus. It's his directed ray. It's a good move. I did not touch on any of his elder stuff. This is what was missing from this video, Elder ranked augments. So if you would really like to see his Elder augments in action, please do leave a like, leave a comment, because I have all of his stuff at level 4. The game knows I don't like Kotal, but gives me all of his stuff. Why? Give me all of the things for Jade, please. Why not? Okay, also, I hope you have, like, the notification bells turned on. I will be doing, a ranked PvP. Yes, we are going to be doing Combat League later today. We'll also be fulfilling all singing requests during that video, so I hope you join back for that. But yeah, until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'm praying for your easy victories in Combat League. But until next time, bye my friends, peace, take care, love you guys.